All right, everyone, thanks for joining. I'm back. I just blew dry my hair and I'll show that at the end because I used a new tool that I have. So if you're tuning in now, I did a video about preventing and correcting dark spots. So you can still see some. The only thing I have on my face right now is different on both sides. Is I have this on one side, the Ilia tinted serum, and I have a Peter Thomas Roth sunscreen on the other side. But did a video about dark spots and preventing and correcting because I'm going to get the Halo BBL combo, the Halo laser treatment to help with some of the scars. And just filmed that while I'm in here. Figured I'd show kind of the whole self-care routine and some products that are available. I used this to dry my hair. The Blow Dry or Dry Bar is the name of the company. Dry Bar has been around for a while, but it's one of the kind of like blow dry brush tools. I really like it. It makes your hair look like you just got to blow out, and it's amazing. I have curly wavy hair, so it's really, really nice. And you'll see kind of how it works at the end. But I wanted to talk about the whole reason why I got into self-care a bit more heavily this year more than others was that, and I'll show a clip on the screen, was I was losing my hair a lot from stress. And I know you can lose your hair from stress and then you see it like 3 months later, a couple months later. It isn't instantaneous. But my hair was pulling out in like clumps, and I know we lose a lot of hair in a day, but it was a little nuts. And then one day I put my hair back and it was wet like it was just in the last video. And I put my hair back and I had a really bad receding hairline, which you can see in the picture, the photo and the side by side. But now, where there was a lot of balding, so to speak, a lot of hair loss, there's a lot of baby hair, and it was all in like that widow's peak kind of area. So you can see all the little baby hair growing back. But that was all because of PRP. So a friend of mine owns a med spa, became a better friend after going to the med spa, but he was a medical doctor. And I asked, what can I do for my hair loss? Decided PRP. The therapies are intense. So it's not for the faint of heart. They draw your blood and centrifuge it and then inject the white blood cells or stem cells into your forehead, skull, and it was painful, but I trusted him. There was a lot of mechanisms to help alleviate that pain, like a vibrating tool. Certain times of the month are less painful. Just for FYI, if you're looking into PRP for stress-related hair loss, don't go during your cycle. Sorry if there's been watching, just don't do it. It's way more painful. But I did PRP, and it's amazing what it's done. I can wear my hair back again. I was getting really self-conscious about it. I've never been self-conscious about it. So that's one thing I did, just kind of like a semi-drastic measure. And then I had extensions for my wedding, and they were great, but I had extensions in for so long I wasn't deep conditioning my hair because the extensions would fall out. They were tape-ins. And then with the pandemic, it was too much upkeep, too much to do. It was inconvenient. The amount of driving and what have you just wasn't as practical. So took them all out. I figured work from home, it's a great time to try and take them out and heal the hair. And I spent, you heard this in the last video about my skincare, I spent a lot of money trying to find the best products. I watched a lot of YouTube videos trying to learn more. It helps to have a science background to know a bit of it, and I've been into skincare for a while, but not as much hair care. Just kind of like throw some Moroccan oil on, use herbal essences, and be done with it. But it, if you feel the ends of your hair and you feel like it's rough and it feels like you're running over bumps and you have a lot of split ends, that's not a good sign. I got a haircut, my first haircut in a couple of years, last June, and they wanted to take a few inches off, and I said just to trim because I have a plan to like heal my hair, and I did. So I want to talk about that. If you experience hair problems, postpartum hair loss, your hair is dry, brittle, this shine is, I've never really had shine like that or at least in a very, very long time. And I sometimes try to find split ends by like doing one of these and seeing what comes up. And where I was nearly all split ends on the bottom, I have a hard time finding them now, which I'm thankful for. So the system is working. So before I talk about the entire hair system, I talked about PRP a bit. Before I got PRP, and then during the process and currently now after, to help maintain it, there's a couple of things that I do, but I'll talk about that again more later. I do use the Vegamour Grow. So it's the hair serum. I have some for my eyelashes because I once chopped all my eyelashes off. The pad fell out of the eyelash curler. But the Vegamour serum worked, grew the lashes back. This is growing the hair. You might have seen it. You might see it in the video. You just like dab it on your scalp a little bit. I put it right where I was losing a lot of hair. And then, you know, sometimes along the back. But you just do that and you rub it in, maybe like a dropper full or some. And I do that every day. And I'm not kidding you, the shedding has significantly gone down. The stress has not so much. A little bit. Stress hasn't gone down, but the hair shedding has. So I would recommend that. Now, I've tried a lot of products, and the one that really worked the best is Olaplex. Hands down. Took me a while to figure out how to use it, but that is now all I use every time I wash my hair, which is about once or twice a week. But I start with the number 0. Now it comes in a spray bottle because you're supposed to spray it all over your hair just so it's a little damp, not soaking wet. And you let that sit, so number 0, and then you pair that with the number 3. This is like, I don't know, 4th bottle. You pair that with the number 3, and then you let that sit on your hair for like 10, 15, 30 minutes. I usually let it sit for like 30 minutes. I go do something else. And I let that sit. So that's 0 and 3 first. And then I go in the shower and I use the shampoo, which is number 4. And then the conditioner, which is number 5. And I really love it. The brand has like, I think it's over 100 patents for hair repair. It's amazing. And I all started because I was skeptical. So I tried it and I got the whole line, tried it all, and my life changed. So then after the conditioner, the deep moisture mask, I might not do this all of the time. The number 8, I use that after conditioning. Don't make the mistake of going from shampoo to deep conditioner. Shampoo, condition, deep conditioner. But you don't need this all the time. And then after you blow dry, I had my hair turban in here somewhere, but it's the Aquas brand, and it's not like I don't know, my other Terry ones kind of like pull at your hair. They would stay very wet a long time. The Aquas hair towel really helps pre-dry it before you do that blow dry tool, or if you decide to blow dry your hair. Before blow drying, I also use the number 6 from Olaplex often. So the number 6, Bond Smoother. But I haven't used the number 7 yet because I'm still obsessed with my Moroccan oil that I've been using for years and years and years and years. So sometimes you can mix the 6 a little bit with like a pump of the Moroccan oil, and that's really great. Again, I had a lot of time to play with this. Not too much time, but I had a bit to play with over this last year because it was a goal of mine. So I just kind of rub that together and then just put it all over the hair, and I really concentrate on the ends, right? So really concentrate on the ends of the hair, and I do that once everything has been blow dried, so I'm doing that live with all of you, and that really helps. So some things that I have tried hair care wise that are still good, I just don't use them now as much anymore. Seeing the results of the Olaplex, these are still almost full, but this Kerastase, I believe it might be like for blondes, but it's so rich and creamy. I hope that's focusing. That it smells really good. So yeah, it's the Blonde Absolute conditioner. Really creamy, smells really good. I do really like this one too. There's about like 10 masks not pictured I've tried. The Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. Again, this is where I was realizing I needed to also use a conditioner with it. But this is still a great product. So I still have these because I do like them. I'm just full-on hair repair mode at the moment. What you've probably seen pictures inserted in here. The other thing, really the last thing, I keep it, to me this is simple. I keep it simple. I use Vegamour and I use Olaplex line plus Moroccan oil, which is pretty easy. But also I was losing my hair because of stress. So I got that PRP done. And so to help manage stress, I take a lot of vitamins. I use I take vitamin D in the morning, but now is one of the best because I think they're a Canadian brand, and Canada has higher standards for vitamins and minerals. So I use a lot of now products, just about every vitamin and mineral they have. I also take cortisol health support just for a stress support. Has like ashwagandha and other things for your adrenal glands that are good to support that. Drink a lot of water. I exercise as often as I can to manage stress. And I stopped using elastic hair bands. I use scrunchies or like those cords scrunchies. So this helps to not tug at hair and your hair doesn't get wrapped around it, so you're not pulling your hair out every time. But that's some of the self-care tips for your hair, and what has really worked for me to help repair my hair to like a natural shine, and it's really thick. It no longer feels super thin. So I hope this really helped you. If you have any questions about any of the products, or if you have questions about PRP or the dry bar, I'm also going to talk about a couple of other methods in the next clip. That's just going to be a fast forward and a voiceover, but I will talk to you soon, and thanks for tuning in, everyone. Appreciate you. So thanks for watching that part of the video. Now I'm just doing a voiceover of me blow drying my hair because there's a couple other things to say. That's me talking to my husband in the hallway for why I keep looking out in the hall and talking. That's me adding Vegamour to my hair as I'm blow drying. Yep, there we go, telling me more fun facts he learned from YouTube that day. So really, all I wanted to close with is that, this may be helpful for many of you. Some of you, I'm seeing a lot of news right now about COVID-related hair loss, even stress-related hair loss just from the pandemic and everyone being stressed. So really, this worked for me. These tools work for me, the products.
I've tried a lot, and I feel like I found the best, and I just want to share it with all of you because, really when you have healthy hair, it's like a sign that you're healthy from the inside out and taking care of yourself. And if this is one of your goals for the new year, then I hope you can take some of this information and take it with you and have a happy and healthy new year. Thank you.